women who get like just abused by their partners. I have friends, I have people that I've seen and everything, and always, and even I talked about this last week, they get abused, they do not leave those situations. And I think at times it's sad that where it has to end up fatal, because such situations, I don't even know, because like even hear women who are like, me, if I'm not beaten, I don't think he loves me. So I have to ruffle pia his feathers kidogo until he punches or slaps me. But I'm just thinking, even if you pinch me,
You're out.
I don't. Like, I just have to be out. Yeah, but I think I have friends who are in situations where they've just never left, or it's always back and forth. So even how can you explain that as an adult? I don't know, because even last week also, like in the blogs, there's somebody who like on Friday, they posted a picture of a black eye. And then after 2 days, they said something like, oh, he's the most nini. And then on Monday, they were apologizing. This is after the whole public is accusing this guy, nini. And then on Monday, she apologizes and goes back to the
She even apologizes for saying she was abused, yeah?
Actually, yeah. She apologized.
I'm sorry.
And apologized to the guy. So what's your contribution to something like that? Like, how would you respond to even like that? Or just like, what's your take on that? As a woman, because like for me, I wouldn't understand. Maybe you can say it as a woman and maybe from a professional side.
Okay.
Just what you think. It's a tough one.
It's not straightforward, because for different women, it's different things. Some don't know any other way. My mom was beaten, so when I'm beaten, it's how marriage works. But for others, you've never seen anyone beaten. And these people who beat you, they don't start by beating you. That's the thing. They groom you before they beat you. First, you see your friend, when you knew her, she was a little younger, maybe 5 years ago. She was that kind of girl who would say, if anyone ever looked me, weirdly, I'm out. And now they're being beaten. It's because this person that abuses you doesn't start with abuse. First of all, they work on your self-esteem. They make you think that no one will ever love you.
They break you down.
They are doing you a favor by loving you. They start with, your mental. And then they start kidogo kicking you, talking badly to you. By the time they are getting to beating you, and they also know, not this man that beat you might be in another relationship where they never lay a hand on this person.
True.
Because, like she was saying, emotionally, we are at different places. And even in your life, you'll always be at different places. There are times you're more fragile, there are times you're stronger, because life also is not outside relationships. Life is also throwing you other issues. So if you have a sick parent, you have maybe bills, you have what, fighting this man you don't even have maybe the energy to fight him even emotionally. So they don't start by beating you. By the time they're getting to beating a person, they've broken you emotionally, they've separated you from your friends. So your friends can't be like, whether this person is wrong. So you're lying to your friends. You're lying to your parents. You're never meeting your friends. They first separate you from your friends. They start with your emotions and mental. By the time they're beating you, you think you deserve it.
But now the thing is, the biggest question is always like, how? Because I see people who like I know and I'm like, this person just looks normal, but they never leave those situations. And I think even if you notice, like by the time we get to like, also the femicide rate, forget about these people who are lured into rooms and everything. Most of the time it's even like couples. And you just find like, somebody has been stabbed and this is somebody that you actually loved but most of the times, people just don't leave. I've seen people in bad situations, but they're still always going back. Even if you're groomed, beating is painful. I just don't understand how that always turns into still something that you can't walk away from.
Well, actually, I learned something very interesting the other day. I learned that abuse actually, it messes up with your brain. Like, it does, the way that your brain works, when you're being abused, there are parts of your brain that start to shut down. Like literally, you start to see that, as she said, your self-esteem has been attacked. Your self-worth as well has been attacked. And you'd find that, as you've said, a lady will be abused, and then hata mtamchangia you do a kaharambe wacha bwana yako wewe for instance it's your neighbor shika hii pesa wacha bwana yako
we've given even rent nini.
Ask me as a therapist, someone will come and mulia and we talk and then 3 days later you see their WhatsApp status and they're like my husband bae and you're like wait what,
I can't breathe without you.
What?
Status update or profile picture
really? And it happens so many
times
what God has put together miaka yangu ya nzige.
Yep.
So it's very hard to remove a woman or someone with low self-worth from that situation, because ile song ya Beyonce inasema it's the brain that needs a surgery ama it's the soul that needs a surgery. It's actually the part that is broken is so iko ndani kabisa.
But so now my question would be like, let's say forget about that person who's experiencing that for a while, because they're in a situation where we've said mentally they've been defeated and everything, right? How about now you being a friend? How are you supposed to be? Because me, after 2 tries, I'm out. Even as a friend, you can't talk to me about it. Someone is abusing you. Okay, let's say I'll give it like 3 times. There's still some phone calls I would still pick. But after that, I'll be like, no, don't come to me about this situation, because it's always the same thing. And then you as a friend, I don't know if you've personally experienced it. If somebody comes to you and they're being abused or in a situation like that's toxic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. By the time they come to you like the 6th time, now it starts stressing you as well, even though you're not connected to the relationship. Me, I don't sleep with you guys, sleep in the same bed. In fact, you've never, maybe I wanted to be invited, you've never invited me, but you guys always sleep together, do everything together, but all the stress that this person...
when it's bad, you come to me?
Yeah, when they're being abused and everything, now that's when now they come to you. Now that starts weighing down on you as well, as their friend. So are you supposed to still be there as a friend, or tell them okay, you just go? Because now I also need therapy because of your husband or because of your wife. That's not fair.
Scared of getting married.
Imagine. Actually, that's true. Because of you see what people are going through. Even now it gets to a point of... Because an example would be let's say, I know so many people who are in relationships, right? And they all cheat. They all cheat. Or let's say 90% of them cheat. Now, as a single person, you're like, what's even the point
of
getting married or even being in a relationship? Because you start with a relationship, get to know the person before you get married. You're like, these people are in committed relationships, but yet they all just cheat. So, I don't know how I'm supposed to be as a friend to people who are in such situations. Should I avoid them? Or should I just mind my business the way I do?
I feel like there is a name for what you're saying, It's
trauma
dumping,
trauma dumping.
Yeah, it's trauma dumping. And so first of all, Mercy has been a friend, This is self-disclosure for a very long time. And there's a relationship she suffered. Because I would call her every single day. I would call her. I did not know. I had not gotten into psychology. I had not realized how draining it is to be someone. So I actually had to apologize to her. I was like, when I got to psychology, I was like, Mercy, I owe you an apology.
Yeah.
This is how horrible it feels for someone to call you. And not call her when things are good.
Yeah, of course.
I not call her, but when they go bad, I'd
that's
call her
when now you call.
3, 4, 5 hours and we are talking, and she's a very good listener. But then I didn't know but how exhausting and how unfair it is to your friend to even as a therapist, it is so unfair that you only come when things are bad. You don't come when you're
things
trying to work on yourself. Now, if things are kama maji, boiling water. Now, when you come to sessions, I cannot help you grow or something. First,
and it can't even be fixed immediately. You have to go through a process.
With Kevo and Brayo again.
Yes.
Now we deal with Kevo and Brayo. And then next week we say, our next session we're going to talk about your childhood and the condition. And then you don't show up. And
of course.
6 months later, Brayo has started again. Now we are here at
Imagine
Brayo again.
I know I promised, but now you see.
What you don't realize is the reason you're still attached to this Kevo or Brayo or whatever is all the other parts of your life are contributing to your attachment with Nini. And once we deal with those ones, once we deal with the attachment styles, your childhood trauma, your fight language, once we deal with that, Kevo stops being the center of your emotions.
Of all the emotions.
But that's where I think as Africans, we are not, I don't know, I think we are failing. We are trying, but we are failing. People only come to therapy when it's nimekuja sasa. And it happens like that. Hi, Sheelah, I come for session. Okay, so tell me. Sasa, kuna huyu mwanaume, amefanya nini. Oh, okay. And then we talk about
and
that.
And then
we try to talk about other things. They say, sasa turudi tena kwa nani. Akafanya hivi. So they don't give you a chance to fix other areas of your life. And in reality, therapy is all areas of your life coming together to make a harmonious decisions that's good for you.
Because I even saved some screenshots from like just, maybe like your posts and stuff. And even when you're saying that, you're saying when you watch your client ignore all the signs and proceed to marry a psychotic narcissist with a pattern, control, and abuse, all those things. And you can all imagine it's a life-changing decision that someone is making. And this is after a therapy session.
In therapy, I'm not supposed to tell you you're married to a narcissist.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to kukupeleka pole until you get that aha moment when what? But now, if you don't go like that, it really happens, and it's really painful. Because people come for one session and then you go to their WhatsApp status and they're like, they've posted that same guy we cried about 3 days ago. Mombasa. Really.
But I'm just trying to understand. Do you think it's cause of maybe, I don't know if it's hard economic times?
Exactly, I think.
That make people just still dwell in situations where they're like, okay, he does this to me and this, so but I can still, if I'm going, where am I going? Yeah. Do you think it's economy first? Because even like the way is it the senator who was saying like, I can't really say it's greed for money, but maybe someone just needs money.
Yeah, someone just needs.
They just need money.
And it's not. Sometimes it's money to survive. You literally do not have this month's rent.
Jobs right now. We don't have jobs the way people used to have jobs back in the days. You're finishing. People are graduates, masters. Cost of living.
Yeah, cost of living.
Yeah,
even
now.
even
Insane.
I think with all my standards, like there are things I tell myself, like I would not date such a type of man.
Yeah.
But if I met that man and he gives me the things that I want, he gives me my dream car, he gives me my dream apartment, I might be like,
I would consider.
God would understand.
Yeah.
God would understand. So I cannot judge anyone because I have needs. Like the sort of problems that I have. Say for instance, if I aligned all my problems, I'd be like, okay, 10 million could solve all of my problems.
It's weight off your shoulder. It's weight off your shoulder.
So a 50K man, I would not consider. Maybe a 200K man, I would not consider. But when it gets to 8 million, I'd be like, Mercy, forgive me.
But I know I said.
Actually, you block me.
I block you because I've set so much high standard.
You wouldn't want her to start